The content struggle is definitely real. But what if I told you I had 4 hacks that can help you create awesome content even faster? You'd want to watch, right? Okay, stay tuned because that's exactly what I have for you. Since we're talking about creating content fast, let's jump right into tip number 1. Remix your existing content. So a lot of people may refer to this as repurposing. I just think remix sounds a lot cooler. So just take a look at the content that you have already created in the past and look at it and say, well, how can this take on a new life? How can I remix this into something else? So recently I took a blog post that I wrote almost 5 years ago and I looked at it. The information was still solid. I was able to make sure it was completely updated to today's standards, and I turned that blog post into a video. And it has been one of my most successful videos to date. So you can take a look at where you have spent past efforts on and see, well, what can I do with it? Can I turn a blog post into a video? Can I turn a video into smaller clips? Can I take a blog post and record it as a podcast? There are so many ways that you can use older content that is still good. It may need a little bit of updating, but it's still good to go and it can still bless your audience in many ways. So here's what I have to suggest for you. Take an inventory of all the content that you've ever created. What was really successful? Also take a look at what you thought should have been successful. Maybe it was the wrong format, or maybe you just shared it at the wrong time. You've invested so much time, effort, and energy creating this content. So why not give it another spin, another life? Remix it, baby. All right, on to tip number 2. Batch create your content. So think about it. If you're doing a video, for example, why would you want to do just one video? Right now, this is number 2 of 4 that I'm taping today because I'm in the zone. I've got my lights set up. All I've got to do is switch the lipstick, fix the hair a little bit, a little zhuzhing of the hair, change the outfit, and then I'm on to the next. This way, I'm going back to back to back and not wasting time setting up. The same thing can be said about creating graphics. You're already in the zone. You already got your templates going. You know what you want them to look like. Create a bunch at the same time. I think you know where I'm going with this, but it all begins with blocking your schedule and focusing on very specific tasks. So when you batch create, trust me, you will save time in batches. Okay, so next. This tip is my absolute favorite tip. Dictate your content. This one happens to be my absolute favorite, and I'm not sure if it's because I'm lazy or efficient. You be the judge. Basically, what you're going to do is enable the dictation feature on your phone. Once you've done that, you just press the microphone and start speaking your content into existence, period. I always use dictation commands so that I have less editing on the back end, period. New line, new line. See how this works? Period. So it is written, so it shall be done. Yes. Exclamation point. I love it. Period. Okay, comma, you get the point. Period. And I'm done. Now, wasn't that easy? All right, let's move on now to tip number 4. Carry a notebook. Or 3. I am one of those notebook junkies. I can't pass one of those clearance stores without checking out their notebook section. I know, it's a problem. You don't even want to know how many notebooks I have. That being said, I always have a place to write down my ideas. But what you need to do is once you write it down, you need to be able to take the time to transcribe those notes into something a little bit more tangible. So you don't want to have just these notebooks lying around with all these ideas that you never do anything with. You literally have to spend that time going through your notebooks and turning those notes into real content. And if you don't have a notebook, you can always use your phone. And that's it. It's not really hard, is it? I mean, all you have to do is take a look at all your old content and what can you remix. Then spend the time to batch create more of your content. As well, you can always speak it into existence. And finally, make sure you have a notebook handy so that you are actually tracking all of your ideas and then taking the time to turn those ideas into real content. Not bad, huh? What are your ideas for creating content fast? Write them in the comments below. I would love to hear them. And of course, if you have any questions about creating content or social media or personal branding or anything like that, all you need to do is just ask Cher. And as well, you can look forward to new videos on Thursdays with all of your questions answered. So keep them coming, and I will be sure to answer them. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Yeah, that content struggle is definitely real, my friend. But I did it, and you can do it too. So tag me in your next piece of content because I want to see, okay? All right, talk to you soon. Bye.